Hi, my name is Jason. Welcome to the channel. So recently, I rescued some chickens from an overcrowding situation. So let's go ahead and build them a chicken coop. The chicken coop that I picked out for them is a 10 by 13 dome-shaped chicken coop that I'll have linked down below in case you guys like the way that it's built. Well, let's go ahead and get started on prepping the area. So this is the area that I'm going to be putting the chicken coop on. As you see, I just need to get rid of some of this wood here, and they'll have a nice flat area to call their own. Alright, y'all, my camera is getting soaked, so I'm gonna stop the recording here for a little bit till it dwindles down. I'm gonna keep working on this out here. Well, in a fortuitous turn of events, it has stopped raining as soon as I got everything taken care of. But that's okay. That means everything has now been held down. There's not gonna be a lot of dust that I need to work with, and we can go ahead and start building the chicken run. Let's deliver some news. Because the chickens that I had rescued were a part of a pretty serious overcrowding issue. One of them had fallen ill with a respiratory illness, and she just passed. We had her separated. We were giving her antibiotics, but when I tell you that they were pretty crammed on top of each other, she also had a broken beak, and well, we were doing whatever we could to try to keep her okay, but she didn't make it. So let's go ahead and try to give them the best shot that they can have. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. Got a little feedies. There's some more stuff. This comes with a tarp that goes over half of it, so that's good. Here are our instructions. Okay. Getting the sense of how this all goes together. I mean, the whole instructions are like 4 pages big, so I don't expect much is going to be good with those. But I mean, it was fairly inexpensive when I bought it compared to a lot of the other options that I saw online. And when I was looking, when I needed it, when I ordered it, it actually ended up going on sale. Looks like this is gonna be the tops here. Also, again, I'm so sorry about the audio. I have some microphones coming soon. Loads of poles of various sizes. This is the roll of the chicken wire. I think this is how tall it's supposed to be. That'll be good. That'll be really good. There's supposed to be a door in here somewhere as well to assemble. You know, with this thing being as cheap as it was, and the instructions being freaking terrible, like nothing is properly labeled, this is actually coming together pretty quickly. And I hope that that continues to be the case, because it's starting to get dark, and I really want to get the chickens in here before it gets too dark. So more editing magic. Okay, well, so what had happened was, because things weren't super labeled very well, the ones on the top have more of a rounded angle, and these have more of a sharper angle. So I had accidentally put the ones that had the rounded angle on this side, which ended up giving everything a pretty crazy lean. But I ended up going ahead and fixing it, and it's really stable now. But it's starting to get really dark, and I still need to make the door and then wrap the whole thing up and then tie it. And I feel like I might be running out of daylight here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it tonight. We did get the lights turned on, which is cool, but it's still pretty dark, and I want you guys to have the best visibility possible. So I'm gonna review the footage that we currently have, and then I will see about either finishing tonight or going ahead tomorrow. Okay, so it is the following day. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of this. We did end up getting our mic in, so I hope the audio is a little bit better. I think what we need to do today is put on the door that goes right here in the front, and then wrap the whole thing in the like chicken wire mesh that it has. And we're on the last page. Not that there are many pages. I think it's like 4 pages total for the instructions. And I got to decipher whatever the heck all of this is, because it does a really good job of telling me, hey, you know, you need to put all these parts together, but none of the parts are labeled. So we'll do our best. Okay, I think I might have deciphered it a little bit. So we have these pieces right here, and I think what they want us to do is, in order to attach one to another, then these pieces have to go around, and then with the bolt, and as the bolt tightens up, it tightens up on this, and it should be smaller than, it should be tight enough to hold it onto that one with just pressure, I'm assuming. So we'll go ahead and get this one set up as well, and then I'm going to put it onto there and see if we can have a door. So this one through here. Actually, let me do the other side first. So that way these can match. Little hole, this one holds that one on. This one goes through here. And then that goes on now into on there. Let's put it onto our door. That should be on there. And that one goes on there like that. Makes me a little nervous that it's just on there with just like pressure. It's not actually like screwed onto the longer pole. But luckily, sorry if that's loud. They gave us some tools. This is included in there in the pack. Let's see. All right, hopefully that wasn't too loud for you guys. But it's tightening up. This is on the 12mm side. As the wrench that they gave is a 12 and a 14. I'm not sure if we're going to need the 14 later. That's on there. Okay, so this is what the door will look like all put together. I ended up tightening them down on both sides. You can see here. That's what it looks like. And this goes down here. I think that it's supposed to be suspended a little bit. Not too much, I'm sure, but I think I want to keep it as low as I possibly can. There's this pole here on the side, and then this pole here, and that's going to be for the sides, and that smaller one down here goes along the top. So we have the hinges here. I found those, and then the other ones I'm not 100% sure, but we'll figure it out. I think it's supposed to mount the down there. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, but we'll figure this out. We're going to use a little bit of editing magic, and we're going to speed through this so that way this isn't too long of a video. I know that we're already 2 days my time doing this. I'm not sure exactly how long the video is going to be, but it's coming together pretty nicely. After we're done getting the door set up, then it's going to be time to lay the chicken wire along the front and back and the sides and stuff like that, and then cut it so that way it fits right here really nicely. And we have some zip ties, and we have some wire that they gave us, so we'll see which one is going to work out best for us. Okay, so now we have a door. It's on, it's really secure. These side posts are on very good. We have a latch. Come in, close, and close it up. And that's it. That's just how easy. Swings both ways. That's pretty cool, pretty cool. Now it looks like the very next thing to do is going to be to unwrap this chicken wire. As far as I can see, they didn't give me anything to cut it with, so that'll be something. But let me go ahead and open this up, and once I figure everything out, I'll get back to you on how this is supposed to go on. Okay, so I got it all unwrapped. It doesn't really look like there's a method to this. You kind of just throw it over is what the instructions say. So yeah, I guess I'll do my best. Okay, well, I guess I lost a lot of video because I thought I was recording, but it wasn't, because I ran out of memory or whatever, so I deleted a bunch of stuff. But we got this on here. All I did was throw it over, tighten the bottom, tighten the side, and then I pulled up and up and up until I tightened the top bar here. And then after this was all nice and tight, I pulled this way to tighten up this wall. I'm currently working on this side going up right here, and I'm gonna go all the way down here with these zip ties, making sure that it's all lined up. And then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it tight. So we're gonna use some editing magic and speed through this. So we have the sides, this side done, this top side and the other top side. I still need to do this side over here, but I did start to notice something right here in the very center, because there is no extra support. It's starting to sag. Now, I was trying to see if I can kind of like stretch it out a little bit, like kind of push it so that way it didn't do that, because this is where it sits, and that's like a good 4 inches, you know, shorter than what, you know, is these hoops are. So I'm not sure. They gave us some wire that I think if I really wanted to, I guess I could have ended up putting like a wire from this hoop to that hoop to kind of give it a little bit something else to get on top, like for a little bit more extra support. But I still don't even think that that would work, because it's, I mean, it's just some really thin wire. So I mean, worst case scenario, we have sag. Best case scenario, I try the wire on this side and see if that gives any extra support. But so far I'm really okay with this. I've been using a crap ton of zip ties and they seem to be holding up fine enough. So let's we're gonna go ahead and continue either with some editing magic, or I'll pop back in. Okay, so I had gotten into a rhythm in putting the chicken wire on this, and I forgot to come and check the camera to make sure that it was still going. The camera had ended up dying on me, but we ended up wrapping over the top here, and we got it zip tied down really well. And then we also started working on the front, and we got this all zip tied. The door has been cut away as well. Hello, puppers. So we're able to get through here and close it. Now we're just going to cut off the roll from the rest of it and work on the back half. That's the only thing that we need to really take care of now. And with the power of some editing magic, we're gonna take care of that. Okay, so all the chicken wire is put on and zip tied properly now. We just need to put on the tarp to help protect against shade. I haven't opened this up yet, so let's take a good look at it together. And I think this is how we're going to attach it. You'll set this where it's not going to blow away. All right, and this is supposed to just go over this back half here. Well, since this thing wants to make my life difficult, I know you guys aren't going to be able to see it, but I'm going to try to attach this corner here first. I'm gonna get this one as close as I can for now, and then adjust the other ones. But we'll go through the tarp first, then through the chicken wire and the frame, ball through the hole, and then loop twice. Let me go ahead and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. This is what we were given. So I'm pushing this through the hole of the tarp, wrapping it around the frame, putting it through the hole, and then through the hole again. And that's how I'm keeping it secure. But I think that I want to undo it and bring it more this way. Our sun comes a little bit more from this side, and they have the tree there. So I think that they're going to be fine there. Just need to adjust this a little bit. I was hoping that it would actually just be long enough to not have to do any adjustments, that it would just go from corner to corner, but it seems like that's not the case. Okay, so here we are all done building the chicken coop. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the zip ties in a little bit. I'm sorry I didn't show you guys everything, and that the last video ended up cutting out. That's because my camera died. I know, I'll take care of it soon enough. But here are our girls. They're eating some of the dry grass that's here, and maybe some little bugs running around. For their nighttime safety, they have this dog kennel that they can go inside of. Puppers of mine passed away, so he's not going to need it any longer. And for the food situation, we have this. I'm going to link both of these as well in the description. They're gravity feeders. We bought them together as a 2-pack. That's the port there. And these little bowls work off of a float system. But for these two chickadees, I think that they are very happy. They already look pretty content in where they're at. They're grooming themselves. This is a good sign. Yeah, I think for what it is, this is great. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. If you guys have any questions or concerns or comments, anything like that, if you think that I did a great job, let me know. If you think I did a terrible job, let me know. If you like the content, you want to go ahead and support us, then liking and subscribing is absolutely free, and it really helps us out a lot. And anything that helps us out is going to go straight into the chickens and taking care of the farming content that's soon to come, where we're going to go ahead and fire up an old Kubota hopefully and get that working in the dirt. But I really had a lot of fun. For anyone that might be concerned about the dog house, we don't really have predators like that are going to be around here, and we don't really have any like bird-like predators either, so they're going to be fairly safe. And stay tuned, we're going to be doing a daily check-in on the chickens on the TikTok page, so stay tuned for that. All that information is going to be linked down in the description. But I really appreciate you guys for being here and watching and taking the time. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.